everyone, good day and welcome to yet another episode of a Sports Hub with Ebere. My name is Ebere Oji, your host on the show, being aired on Spotify for podcasters. You're welcome once again. Here on the show, we bring to you live updates on sporting events, games, and activities all over the world. Yes. Today is It is what I call a Hattrick of finals. Today is the 14th day in the month of July 2024. It is not just any other 14th July. It is a July that has 3 finals to be played today. Today is Sunday, yes. We have 2 finals that we played, and the other one is a little bit towards the early hours of Monday morning, but then we also call it the Hattrick of finals. So you are welcome once again. We're going to talk about the Euros finals. It is between Spain and England, the 3-time Euro champions, and it's coming home. England side, the 3 Lions versus the La Roja. The game will be played by 8 p.m. Today. Yes, it will be played by 8 p.m. and we've got a lot of talking points. We've also got the Copa America finals that we played at the early hours of Monday morning. At the wee hours of Monday morning, we have Argentina versus Colombia. Argentina are 15-time Copa American champions. They are joint topmost winners of that trophy. They are cup tied with Uruguay. Uruguay has won it 15 times. Argentina has won it 15 times. So it's a good one. It's a good one that Colombia actually removed Uruguay from the mix, because Uruguay, they've been outstanding. They were outstanding up until the semifinals. They played against Colombia. Colombia trashed them and sent them back home. Yes, sent Marcelo Bielsa's guys back home. We had a lot of news, a lot of fans upset and players having issues with fans and all that, but then the games will still hold. Argentina versus Colombia. Argentina, like I said earlier, have won it 15 times. Why Colombia have been to the finals 2 times. First was in 1975. They didn't win that one, and the second was in 2001. When they won it, they have just won Copa America. This is going to be their 3rd Copa American finals, and a hope to win it for the first time in 23 years. Like I said earlier, the last they won it was in 2001, and that was the last time they got to a Copa America finals. Yes, James Rodriguez and his teammates they've moved their country to the finals, and they're going to play it against a top shot. It's going to be against Argentina. Argentina has not lost any game in this competition, while Colombia have been on a 28 winning streak, as in they've not lost any game in the last 28 games they've played. So it is going to be a tough one. But I see Argentina winning this. It's going to be Angel Di Maria's last international game for Argentina. So I feel they will want to make it count for him. So let's see what happens. That game will be played at the early hours of Monday morning. I guess it should be around 1 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. That game will be played early hours of tomorrow morning. Yes, but we have 2 big games that we played today. The Wimbledon that we played between Novak Djokovic and 21-year-old Spaniard Carlos Alcaraz versus Novak Djokovic. It's going to be quite an interesting game, because the last time they played in the Wimbledon, it was both of them got to the finals, and Alcaraz won that game by 5 sets, like 5 straight sets. So it's going to be more like a rematch today. The match we played today. It's going to play today, yeah. So it's by 2 p.m. It's going to be by 2 p.m. Today, yes. So, well, let's dive into the main game of today. That is the game that we played by 8 p.m. It is the La Rojas, that is Spain versus England. Both teams are yet to lose a game in this competition. Yes, Spain, they've been outstanding. They've been playing very good football, interesting, attacking-minded football, ensuring that they win. They've not drawn any game. They've not gotten into the extra time that will lead into penalties. They've won their games in full time and also in extra time. They've not had a decider. That penalty shootouts had to be a decider for them. Unlike the England side, England had 20 minutes when the tournament started. They had against Serbia, their first game in the group stage, it was a 20 minutes flash where Jude Bellingham, played outstanding and they scored the first goal. Since that first goal, England they've not been but though, kudos to Gareth Southgate, they've been pragmatic, they've been more direct. It's more like they play like a Mourinho kind of team. We don't play good football, but at the end of the day, we get the results done. So kudos to them. It's been outstanding. It's been a great one for them. Like I said earlier, 3-time champion Spain will face England, who are yet to win a Euros, but have made it to 2 consecutive Euro finals. The first one was in 2021 against Italy. It got to penalties. Italy won that game. The second one is today that we will play at the Olympic Stadion Berlin. This Olympia Stadion Berlin is the stadium, the home turf for Hertha Berlin. That game, like I said earlier, will be played by 8 p.m. Both teams are yet to lose a game. De La Rogers have not drawn or played any extra time without winning the game. Any extra time game without winning the games on either extra time or full time. They've not played any penalty shootouts. England, on the other hand, they've come from behind especially in this in the course of playing the round of 16 quarterfinals and the semi-finals, the dramatic semi-finals that was played against Netherlands. They came from behind, they scored a goal, they tried as much as possible to win that game before, Watkins came in and they got the win against a Netherlands side. So right now they are in a second consecutive finals that will be played against the best in this competition. Spain have won it 3 times: 1964, 2008, 2012, and now they are in the finals. And they are title favorites. They are favorites, to be frank. They are favorites. But then you never can tell the kind of England, because the England that played in 2021, yes, they are more pragmatic than they were then. Do you understand? They try as much as possible to coin out results. No matter how difficult their opponent, they would always look for. There's something. Lady Luck has been shining for England in this competition. Lady Luck has been shining for England in this competition. So we will not be surprised if we see England getting the win against Yes, you won't be surprised to see Lady Luck shine for England. Yes, you won't be surprised because they've been, like I said earlier, they've been pragmatic and not playing fantastic football, but they tend to they've been result oriented. They are result driven. They've tried to call out results from all the games they've played in this tournament. The question now is, the question I have to ask, has England ever defeated Spain before? Because yes, they have. In fact, in the last 27 games they've played against each other, England so far has gotten the better side of Spain. They've won against Spain 14 times. They've drawn 3 times, and Spain has won just 10 times. The last win they got against Spain was in 2018 in the Nations League games. The game ended 3-2 in favor of England. So I'm not saying it is the same Spanish team that played in 2018 that is playing, because a whole lot. Luis de la Fuente has done a whole lot of changes. Luis de la Fuente has been in the Spanish national team for a very long time. Like, he coached the under-15s, under-19s, under-21. Like, he's been there all through. So it's more like developmental from the youth team down to the first team. He has been a figure. He's been a face that has been present. So the players playing for Spain now, for De La Rogers now, are not oblivious of the kind of game De La Fuente plays. He plays a 4-2-3-1. They are possession based, they are attacking based, and they play with a lone striker up front with the use of wingers, the likes of Nico Williams that just clocked 22 on the 12th of July, and the sweet sensational youngster. He at 16 years old, he achieved a lot. Like, when I mean achieved a lot, he became the first player to the first youngster at age 16 to score for Barcelona, if I'm not mistaken. He assisted, like, in the Champions. He has been exceptional for Barcelona. Coming into this Euros in the Spanish national team, he has scored, he has assisted, like, he's been everywhere, and he's en route to win the young player of the tournament, because he deserves it. He's been good, and it is none other than Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal became 17 years old yesterday, but come on, what he has achieved, people tend to say, he's just 16. In fact, he was 12 in year 2020, if I'm not mistaken. He was just 12, 13 when COVID happened. He was just 12, 13 when COVID happened. So look at 4 years after, he's here playing for his country, enjoying his football, making fans entertained, and he has been instrumental for Spain. I'm looking at Trippier. I'm looking at Luke Shaw. Will they be able to contain him? Will they be able to contain how he plays football? Coming to the midfield, we have Olmo, we have Rodri. We've got players in the Spanish national team side. They are good. And I'm not saying England is not good, though. England, they've got players, the likes of Jude Bellingham, Copa, Saka. Kane is yet to win a team trophy. He has won individual trophies, but then he is yet to win something that is fine. He won this with his teammates. Like, do you understand? All through his season at Tottenham, he didn't win jack. He went to Bayern with the hope that probably, Bayern every season they tend to win a trophy, but this season they didn't win anything. So this trophy, this final is gonna be very, very personal for Kane. So he is out there to ensure that he tries to change his gameplay, because so far Kane he scored good goals in Europe, but then in this competition he has 3 goals if I'm not mistaken. He's not been the Kane we used to know. This is England's record time goal scorer. He's not been the Kane we used to know. Kane is a clinical striker. Kane should learn from what happened between Watkins and Cole Palmer. Watkins came in, he was in a good position to get the ball from Palmer, and Palmer assisted Watkins. Watkins scored the winning goal against Netherlands that took them into this finals that will be played against Spain. So I feel if Kane is starting up this match, he should try as much as possible to play positional kind of football. He shouldn't be everywhere. He is a striker, for crying out loud. Staying in the arc, staying in the box 18 is something he needs to do. Yes, I understand he wants to help his teammate, but then he should read the game that anytime either a Saka or a Foden or a Jude Bellingham is with the ball, he's not supposed to be at the back, but in front of those guys in a very good position, not in an offside position, to get the ball and slot the ball into the net. It's going to be a huge task for Unai Simon. Unai Simon is the goalkeeper for Spain, and also Pickford. We've got players on both sides, and this game is not going to be a one-sided game, to be frank, because both of them are keen to win this game. All these players that are in the Spanish national team, I don't think the last time they won it was in 2012. Yes, and the players playing presently have not won it before. Cucurella, Rodri, Olmo, Nico Williams, Morata, all these players, Carvajal, they may be very young, but these players playing presently, they are yet to win. Nico Williams have been outstanding for Spain. He has been outstanding for Athletic Club. He's just 22. He won their first ever trophy, that is Copa del Rey, in the last 40 years. So I feel he will want to end his 2023-2024 season on a high, winning 2 major trophies, the Copa del Rey and the Euros. Nico Williams, like I said earlier, he's 22. He's doing exploits, and he's going to be instrumental in this game. Lamine Yamal, on the other hand, beautiful player. He plays very good football. At the age of 17, he just clocked 17 yesterday. He'll be out to prove a point. He has done well for Barcelona in the first season. He is doing well for Spain. It is going to be a glory not just for himself. He says this is going to be the best birthday gift he gets if he gets to win the Euros for his country. So it's going to be a huge one for him, his career, his country, his family, and of course his club side, Barcelona. The England side, Jude Bellingham won the Champions League and the La Liga title with Real Madrid. He was one of the best players for Real Madrid, and he'll be out because his eye is on the Ballon d'Or. I know there's a Vini there. Winning this for England who's going to boost his chances of winning a Ballon d'Or. The last time an English player won a Ballon d'Or was in 2001. It was Michael Owen. Since then, no English player has won. It's been other countries. So he's going to have this at the back of his mind that if he wins it, he has a shot at least in the top 3 to winning the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, so it's going to be, everybody has a personal. England has never won this before. As a country, they have not won it before. Like, they've not won. This is back-to-back Euro finals. Saka has not won anything in Europe. He has not won anything. Like, fine, he has won some trophies with Arsenal, but this is going to be huge for him. Both teams, they've got reasons as to why they will go all out to win this. People ask, what is your why? England's why is much. Spain's why is much. Spain, they didn't do well in the last World Cup, right? England, they lost against Italy in the last Euros. Spain in the last time they got to the finals, as in got to Euro finals that they won, was in 2012. All those players are not playing now, so they are out to win something. They are out to prove a point, right? They are out to do something. So both of them, they have their whys individually and collectively as a team. They all have the reasons. They are conjured reasons as to why they will go out to play their best football in this competition finals, and ensure they come out victorious. I am not going to say presently I want to say, okay, fine, Spain, they have all it takes to win this. But then England, the way England has coined out result, like I said earlier, they've been pragmatic, they've been result-oriented. They play like a Mourinho kind of team. They play like a tournament-based team. They are not there to play fantastic football. They are there to get, as many points, get the needed points, get the needed, and move on to the next game. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Winning against the likes of Germany, against Italy, against France is a huge one for De La Roja, that is Spain. They would want to try to win this against England. And, well, you never can tell. Let's see. Let's see what happens. The game will be played, like I said earlier, the game will be played at the Olympiastadion in Berlin. That is Hertha Berlin's home turf by 8 p.m. So let's see what happens. What are your predictions? Who do you think will be going home? Who do you think will be winning? Will be lifting this trophy? Is it going to be England or Spain? Is it going to be De La Fuente or Gareth Southgate? The King of England has given advised the team to try to seal this game before they get into the penalties or extra time, because extra time, in fact, people that have high blood pressure, I don't think they'll be watching if this game goes into extra time, because anything can happen. Yes. So let's see what happens at the end of the day. Finally, Spain winning this will make them the side with the most Euros. I said that they won in 1964, 2008, 2012, and now they are in the finals of 2024. The other country that has three, as in joint three, it is Germany. And you know what happened now? Spain defeated them in the quarterfinals. So if Spain goes ahead to win this, it is 4 Euros. No one has won 4 Euros before. On the other hand, if England wins this, it's going to be their first ever continental trophy, their first ever international or major trophy since 1966, when they won the World Cup. That is over 58 years ago. What are your predictions? Who do you think will be coming out victorious by 8 p.m.? Of course, we've got players. So let's see what happens at the end of the day. We also have the Copa America, Argentina versus Colombia. Colombia have just won. The last time they won it was in 2001. It's been over 23 years. Argentina are defending champions. They won it in 2021. They've won 15 times, a record 15 times. Winning this will make it the highest 16 titles, the Copa America titles. No one in the Copa has won 16 Copa America. It is just Uruguay and Argentina. And Uruguay being out, they've been trashed out by Colombia to get into this finals. Let's see what happens. Argentina are favorites to win this, but like I said earlier, Uruguay, they are yet to lose any game. In the last 28 games they've played, they are yet to lose. Argentina, they've not lost any game in this tournament, so you never can tell what will happen. Both teams are very good, but let's see what happens. Alcaraz will be playing against Novak Djokovic by 2 p.m. in the Wimbledon men's finals. The last they played on this turf on grass, it was Alcaraz that won against Novak by 5 on 5 sets. Let's see what happens. Will Novak allow the 21-year-old guy do what he did in the last time? I see Novak winning this, but then it is sports. Anything can happen. Thank you very much. Kindly state your opinions in the comment section. We have a comment section of this in this podcast. Kindly state your opinions in the comment section. And this is a very saying, all the best. And may the best team win. We're going to enjoy a game. We're going to enjoy football. We're going to enjoy sports. We're going to enjoy finals like never before. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And this is me saying goodbye.